I hear you whisper in the pouring rain, a healing voice that calls my name. You lift the burden I could never bear. Your mercy meets me everywhere, like rivers breaking through the night. You flood my heart with endless light. Your mercy pours like rain, falling down, washing me clean. Your mercy burns like fire, setting my broken spirit free. Grace like a storm, love like a flame. You cover my heart again and again, oh Lord. You never tire. Your mercy falls like rain and fire. When I wander far from where you are, you chase me like a blazing star. No chain too strong, no sin too deep. Your hands restore what I can't keep. Your truth ignites the coldest days and lights the dark with holy blaze. In every tear, in every trial, your mercy's there, so fierce, so mild.
Thank you for joining Dead October Paranormal. My name is Job, a.k.a. Castle Cage, and once again, I am joined here with Joseph the Extreme.
What's up, everybody? How you doing?
Hey! I don't believe it! It's the devil.
It's just me.
It's just him.
Just me.
It's just him.
Oh man, don't start that shit. Oh manly handshake ensues.
Thank you, Philip. Thank you. I greatly appreciate it.
And then we have our man from down under,
Zikayu.
Theo Caillou.
Why is it down
Zikayu.
under?
Theo Caillou.
Zikayu.
Te estás creciendo mucho, cariño. Casi 4 añitos, crezco muy despacito y explorando soy Caillou. Hay tanto por hacer,
Caillou.
y aprender. Hazlo conmigo, soy Caillou.
Zikayu.
El mundo gira, nunca es igual. Mamá y papá me saben guiar. Crezco feliz, aunque también me enfado.
It's just too long.
How's it going, everybody? Happy Saturday night.
Yeah, it doesn't even feel like a Saturday night. Feels
Dude,
like
it feels like
a weekday.
Yeah, it does. But hopefully we get the next 2 weeks off.
Why 2 weeks?
Because nobody's working.
We gotta
till
do
after
it.
the 5th.
We gotta do a New Year, end of the year celebration bash.
What if we do an episode? If we do an episode by New Year, what number episode is that for us?
I have no idea.
Oh,
You're
so
the one.
like a podcast episode?
You're the one with all the damn numbers.
I know. I have no idea.
It won't let me. Damn it.
It's in the Hunted. It's definitely in the Hunted.
Oh, there we go. I got it. Let's see. Spotify.
You're so dark, Joe.
I find that very offensive.
Classic,
I think
classic millennial.
so. We have
At least 130.
where do I find the?
Or Jesus. So let's just count.
Well, anyway, so that way we're not boring. We better keep talking.
I'll count while you talk.
We're losing Gabe. Gabe's lost cause. Don't quit on us, Gabe. Don't quit. We need you.
Vince's son said our last couple podcasts were boring, so we got to do better. Do better,
Yeah,
guys.
Vince.
Do better. You're really
You're
bringing
boring,
us. You're
Vince.
bringing us down, man. Dragging us down. See, and he doesn't even say anything. Just proves it.
Count and talk at the same time, Vince.
We're at least in the 130s, 140s.
Dude, Hulk Meat Mash is our lowest episode. That sucks. Because that's a really good one.
Hulk Meat Mash?
Yeah.
Which one was that one?
The one where we get talk about getting our dangalang smashed. You guys gotta step it up.
What?
Step it up.
Why would we get our meat mashed? 1, 2, 3.
He's counting on his fingers, Job. Give him a second.
Jeez, dude.
Come on, Vince. Hurry up.
You're going through each individual episode and counting them?
35, 36, 37.
Oh, hell. You're barely on 30.
138. So we're almost at 140.
See, I said 130, 140.
But at the beginning of the year, we erased a lot, so I don't know.
Did we?
Somewhere around there.
Did you erase podcast?
Stupidly, we erased podcast because we.
Can you put them back up there?
It's a whole ordeal.
No?
They gone?
That don't matter. All that matters is right here, right now, with you people who are watching us on Paraflix. We love you, we care for you, and we are thankful for you in this new year.
What do you mean, you people?
Oh, stop. I don't want to hear that shit. We're one big happy family in this group.
What do you mean, you people?
It doesn't matter.
People?
What you believe, who you believe, what type you believe, it don't matter.
As long as you're here.
As long as you're here listening to the Word of God, we're all in here together.
No. You lost me there.
We're all under this big tent called Jesus. Where it doesn't matter what race, what creed. No, but yeah, we're pushing 140, so yeah, that's good.
I think, dude, if we could hit 200 by the end of the year.
Well, we were always hampered by our own stupidity because none of us would
hit 200 by the end of the year.
None of us would branch out and figure out if we could do this online like we are right now.
It took us 50 podcasts in like 3 days.
Yeah, even doing this online, dude, it kind of sucks because we don't have our board, and it kind of throws us off because we're used to being so timed out with our motherboard that it kind of just throws us off.
So is it safe to say that? Is it safe to say that Gabriel was right that our last podcasts have sucked?
No.
It's because he didn't want to hear the word of God. The demon inside him couldn't handle it.
Well, did you want to hear the word of God when you were a raging 17-year-old?
Yes.
Yeah, right. I knew you when you were 17. I knew me when I was 17.
You
didn't know me. You didn't know me.
No Dead October episode that ever sucks.
Yeah, there's probably a couple.
I don't even know. I wasn't even around when I was 17.
There's a couple where John gets in his fills where it just goes.
Which ones?
Which ones?
We all have our flaws because, first of all, the last 10 podcasts, you're like, I'm not an asshole, and you're an asshole the whole time. And you kept apologizing. Sorry, that was an asshole. Sorry, that was an asshole.
No, I'm not an asshole on the podcast.
Oh
I'm an asshole in real life.
I'm
not an asshole on the podcast.
I disagree.
I am an angel. I should be paid extra for dealing with you two.
Ask your expert. Ask the expert if you're an asshole.
He'll probably say yes.
What does Gabe say? Is Vince an asshole?
Yep, Dad's an asshole.
He's gonna say, "My dad's an asshole." He's a real ass on the podcast.
He's playing Fortnite. Let's call him.
I don't see the fascination with Fortnite.
It's the same shit over and over. It's dumb.
Why all the kids are so fascinated with Fortnite?
It's because you're not a gamer. You're like 90 years old and you don't understand kids.
What's the difference between being a gamer and not understanding Fortnite?
It's a gamer mentality.
Calling Gabe. Gabriel! Answer your phone! He's not answering. Probably think somebody yelled at him.
Because you're an asshole.
Not an asshole. Ridiculous. He's one room away, but I don't want to scream because I don't want to blow out the audio.
So anyway, well, thank you for joining Dead October Paranormal. We're getting all the kinks and all that stuff worked out. And it's just kind of been like we had to redo this podcast over and over because we're trying to figure out this new platform that we're using. It's riverside.fm. So give a shout out to riverside.fm. They're for hosting Dead Time with Dead October Paranormal and giving us a new platform to hang on to get our video podcast. So that way you can see how pretty we look when we're doing our podcast.
What did you say? To what? To hang on?
Yeah.
To hang our hat on.
To come hang around in. Come hang the wang. Come hang the wang. No.
No. Don't come hang wang.
I don't want none of that.
I don't want no part of hanging wang.
Come hang the wang.
Come hang
the wang with John and Vince.
We're trying to reach out and further our spectrum of where we're going and what we're doing, and Paraflix is a big part of this. This is our third episode on Paraflix. Fourth. And I think it's a good marriage. We've seen nothing but good things come from it so far. So so far so good.
Yeah, and our studio's under construction right now, so that's why we're
finally had to get some insulation and some drywall in that bad boy.
Yeah, Job's in his dungeon of an office.
I'm gonna repaint the whole basement once I redo all the drywall and all that stuff. I'm gonna take the black out. I don't like the black anymore.
What are you gonna paint it white?
Maybe something like a dark gray or something.
That's the same as black.
No, the black is too. I don't know, dude. It's too dark.
You know what's really, really, really pretty? Is like a forest, like a dark forest matte green. That would be pretty in your basement. Yeah,
something nice, dude. My house looks like the devil's house. We ain't those devil folks no more. No more.
We've risen out of that. As a demon comes up and whispers in your ear, we'll stay here.
I know, as the lake of fire behind me. It looks like fire.
Y'all still here.
Careful now.
You haven't had any... Go ahead.
Huh?
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. You go ahead.
You haven't had any paranormal experiences at your house, Job?
Yeah, so those of you that don't know, my house is super haunted. Like, there's stuff that happens all the time. You see apparitions, shadow figures, hear voices, things move, doors open, cabinet doors open, all kinds of crazy stuff. But
it's even been on live TV.
Yeah. On I can't say the name, huh?
Why?
Because it's
Say something that's related to it, but not yet.
Why can't you say it? It's already out. It's public knowledge.
Oh, well, I guess we were on. What was it called?
Dead Files.
The house is on Dead Files, so go check it out. It's on HBO Max. Dead Files with Cindy Kaza and Steve DeShavi, and they filmed here. Actually, Cindy Kaza was actually standing right where I am right now. So
you make it seem like Travel Channel is forever unspoken or something.
Well, I just don't want to get in trouble since we.
You got to go through and sign a bunch of lawyers speak and all kinds of stuff. So you're never really comfortable with what you can and can't say.
Yeah, you can't say shit.
I could say what my experience.
Yeah, you weren't even on camera, so
It was a horrible experience.
You weren't even good enough to be on camera.
I know. Well, maybe if they didn't fucking pull their bullshit.
What was your story that you told them?
My story?
Yeah, what was your paranormal story that you told them?
My story or the one they wanted me to tell?
It's right
your
there.
Story.
Dead Files, Season 15, Episode 9. Nowhere to hide. And that's Job's face. You can't see it. It's kind of... Let's see. We can... Yeah, me and John got cut. We were supposed to be in the episode, and John said something stupid. And
what was your story that the reason why they cut you?
John was that he seen an invisible hand, and mine was.
That doesn't even make sense.
An invisible hand.
Mine was that I seen a woman in the window, which I did. We were all sitting there, and
that's what
they were trying to tell you. They were trying to get you to say it, and he kept going, no. He kept fighting with him on how he should say it.
No, my story was that I saw an old man sitting on the couch in the basement. He was like
the invisible hand.
That doesn't make sense. How can you see
They tried making him say something about an invisible hand reaching out, and John couldn't not John it. So I think that's why we got
I could really fucking say the whole experience and really shit all over it. And really
no, me and John, we didn't add to the
blast.
We didn't add to the story, so that's why we got cut, John.
If I didn't want Job to get sued, I'd fucking throw them on blast hardcore.
Why would I get sued? You're the one. You
weren't interesting. We weren't interesting, John. Just accept it.
Because we didn't fit the narrative.
You just weren't good enough, John.
We weren't good enough, John. Just.
Mm-hmm.
Not everybody makes it in TV, John. Yeah. Not everybody.
When you fit a certain narrative.
Season 15, Episode 9. Go check it out.
Yeah.
Well, dude, it was really hard because, like, I was trying to. We don't give a shit. We don't get paid.
It didn't help.
That's one thing for sure. We don't get paid, so it doesn't help us none.
No, but I think it was an important thing because it opened up our eyes to
the TV business.
Mm-hmm, exactly. Yep. Mm-hmm.
We'll
just leave it at that.
It just showed me what because I always had this narrative in my head and this dream of like being on TV and that we're going to be famous ghost hunters and stuff like that. And it kind of put a bad taste in my mouth, the way things kind of went about.
Joe, let's not say that. Let's say this. This is more accurate. Let's say it how we have it written down here.
So...
Cut. Let's start over, Job. Let's do it how we have it here, written on paper. how I have it written here.
Okay, so you want me to say it like it's written on paper? Okay. There was a ghost.
Cut, Joe. Let's try that again. Let's do another take. Let's get a little bit more feeling in that one. I didn't believe you.
Did you ever have a Christmas but you didn't get your present? Let's take that feeling of not getting the present that you wanted and turn it into this crazy situation that happened in your life. And go. Cut, action.
There was a ghost. A ghost.
Okay. We gone too far.
Oh, you said that my present got taken away from Christmas.
Joe, what's that one present that you didn't get that you've always wanted?
But let's turn that into your ghost story.
Ah, damn it! I didn't get my damn Megazord again this year.
But what you met the whole crew? Like, what was your overall of? We didn't meet her. Me and John didn't meet her.
Yeah, I didn't meet her.
What was your overall like?
Dude, she was
super intense. Yeah,
she was intense. Cindy Keza was really intense when I met her. I felt like I was standing next to a nuclear power plant. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if those dudes, like the film crew, notices that or like. But it was just like my head, maybe being in my head thinking that, like, oh, she's like a world famous medium and she's like, she's like the real deal. But like at the same time, dude, I could feel her energy.
You said the wheel deal.
Really, the wheel deal.
She's the wheel deal.
She's the real deal. Dude, my tongue feels swollen today. I wonder if I ate I ate a Cinnabon, dude, and I feel all swollen.
Do you think?
Look, my hands are all swollen.
Do you think that adds to her aura? Like, the way you felt around her kind of adds to the backstory to her, or?
I think so. I don't know, dude. She's very, her energy, whatever's around her or whatever she is, or whatever. Like the whole thing is just there's a lot of energy.
How do you think she sees?
Lot of like.
How do you think she sees stuff when she meets you? Because she can read your aura and all that stuff.
Like, I asked her. I was like, so do you? Can you see my aura? Like, can you tell me what I'm projecting? And she goes, you're a really good person. I can see that you're a really good person and that your aura is pink. So she said like a pinkish lavender type color is my aura. And she's like, and people are very comfortable around you.
So you don't think you think she ever tells somebody you're a piece of shit? I can see it.
I'm sure.
You're a horrible person.
I'm sure some people give off black energy, dude, or like some really, really wicked energies.
Like voodoo type stuff?
Yeah. Like, I think...
I'm still recovering from being sick. I'm sorry. That was gross.
Like, maybe even like, maybe some people project like a blue energy or like a red.
Yeah.
They say when you're angry, dude, you project red.
Yeah.
So, or like orange, like there's different colors that you project when you're feeling certain emotions.
I'm feeling a certain emotion toward Jonathan because I'm trying to quit Zins and he just popped one right in front of me. That's not fair. You can't just pop Zins whenever you feel like it. You got to say, hey, Vince, turn away. I'm about to pop a Zin.
Dude, I need a Zin now.
It's been 2 weeks without a Zin,
my
people.
Confidence.
It's been a rough 2 weeks. Don't you
look, dude. There's this crusty old Zen from my pocket.
Don't. Oh, come on. Why? What is wrong with you?
It's my butter candy that I was sucking on earlier. And it's got the lint and shit on it.
That poor woman, your wife.
I need nicotine. I ran out of Zins.
That's gross.
You can't just pocket Zen it.
Yeah, you can.
That made me proud to not have a Zen then. No.
Look,
I ain't that addicted that I pull something out of my ass pocket.
I know. He might as well just pulled that out of the bottom of the trash can.
I'm a savage. I'm a savage. What do you expect?
That was pretty gross.
What's so gross about a pocket Zen? You never had a pocket Zen before?
Do you think that if certain people were in, I'm going to be very vague here. Do you think that if certain people weren't in certain positions in the paranormal field, that they would ever have made it in the first place or ever had an audience? Do you think that the paranormal field, like the TV shows, are the king makers of the paranormal field? And if some TV show or some producer never seen something in that person, that they would have never ever got to the status that they've been bestowed because they've been on TV? No, and I'm not talking. I'm not talking about anybody specifically. This is very vague.
I don't know. I think the community is a lot different from when, like, the superstars that are TV superstars now, because social media was completely different. Now everything's like super different.
Yeah, it was pre-social media. That's true.
Yeah, I think, dude, the new social media, the platforms have shifted everything so drastically that people are still trying to recover. Like, it's like there's this big shakeup to the paranormal community with social media and AI and all that stuff and streaming. Like the streaming services, dude, I think it just kind of just shook the whole ground.
Do you accept people like Matt Rife, that's famous in something else, but is also interested in the paranormal field, coming in and?
I think it sucks, dude. It sucks because, like, they're at a point, we work really hard to do what we're doing, and like it's like an easy door opening, but at the same time you have to respect it, because if he really is interested into the community, there's nothing saying that you can't join the community.
Exactly.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like, dang, dude. Well, the small guys like us are trying to make it and doing what we're doing, and then like the big guys just kind of step in over us, and like to me that's kind of what it feels like. I mean, I really actually do like Matt Rife. Like, I think he's really awesome and funny, but it kind of sucks because I think the smaller teams and stuff, when I don't know, it kind of bleeds everybody out, Yeah.
What do you think, John?
There's new blood on the there's new blood on the table, so like, it's refreshing to see somebody, instead of seeing the same old faces over and over again. So I think it's honestly really great for the community to have Matt Rife in the community.
Yeah, I feel the same. Same.
Do you see any downfall to
it? Just like Job said, like other people that are really invested and really try hard are overshadowed. So they get overshadowed easily, because somebody like us, we work really hard to get our likes on social media, but Matt Rife just puts out one video because he's famous and he automatically will get 20,000 likes or
I know, but the weird thing is that he's put in the work on his other side, which is comedy. He's put in the work on that side so that anything he says or lends an opinion to will automatically be exalted in the Twitter sphere or whatever. It'll automatically be that much ahead of everybody else because he is who he is. So I find it interesting that so many people from different walks of life are attracted to the paranormal.
Yeah.
Like he's a comedian. You would never think a comedian would be uh, interested in the paranormal, and then you got other people coming in. Like for a while, Kesha was the singer. She had her camera, and she was doing paranormal research and stuff too. So it's definitely a weird area. That it's a meeting of the minds.
That's why I said the door's not closed. You know, the door's open to anybody who wants to do it, but it sucks because it turns into a popularity contest and not an evidence based. Like what evidence we're capturing, it's turning into a popularity contest.
But it's also beneficial too, though, because he could use his leverage to save certain things, or like how he.
Well, yeah, they bought the Warren Museum. I mean, if they didn't buy it, who knows who would have bought it?
I think there's a lot of pros and cons. Because I mean, I would rather have him own it than anybody else.
Yeah. There are some assholes in the paranormal field, not to name names or point fingers, but man, there's plenty of them.
Yeah.
Look at all the mess that's going on with the Conjuring house.
Yeah.
It was a mess.
Yeah, dude, that lady completely ruined the greatness of what the Conjuring house story is. It's such a shame because it takes away like a big cobblestone to the paranormal community. It puts a stain on it now, and maybe that stain will be later healed. But right now, dude, it sucks because you can't even touch the place. So like it's like we have this golden gem just sitting there, and everybody's chomping at the bit to get to it, but you can't do anything about it.
And you throw paranormal community and lawsuits in the same sentence, and no one wants to touch it.
That's a scary area right there, dude, to start getting into freaking lawsuits and paranormal. Like, look at the Warrens, dude. They had to go into court and prove that the devil exists, just to save their hides, I guess you could say.
Yeah. Is that when they were being charged with murder?
Yeah.
Or second hand or whatever?
No, they weren't. I don't think they were charged. I think it was just the guy that murdered his buddy. He was being charged with murder, and they were trying to help him, saying that demonic possession's what caused it.
Wasn't that the whole premise of like the Emily Hill? Was it Emily Hill, or what was the name of that movie? Oh, sorry.
Emily Rose.
Emily Rose. Emily Hill's an old co-worker. We used to work with a lady named Emily Hill. Emily Rose.
That's just a movie, though. I don't think that's.
Yeah, I don't think that's a true story.
But it was a true story.
No,
maybe it was. I don't know. I never heard of it.
I think they just, on a lot of those movies, they just throw on based on a true story, and they automatically it adds
true.
It adds to the fear.
Look it up. I got pee.
Who goes pee in the middle of a podcast?
As he crams a brownie in his mouth. Pee.
Pee and eat my brownie. I think, dude, it's a beneficial thing to have because it brings attention to the paranormal. You know, like the more attention, the better. But how many, like, I guess I'm trying to watch the way I say this. Is how much attention is being brought to the paranormal community by evidence base? Like, where are we making strives in the community to say that this is scientifical, and that we're making strives to figure out what it is, instead of, oh, I'm this person and I'm this person and we're part of this group and blah blah blah, and nobody gives a shit about what we captured. They just like who we are because we're entertaining.
I know. I think that's a huge part of it. You have to be entertaining. I think that kind of can overshadow the evidence sometimes.
I think I get caught into the rap of wanting to prove the evidence and not caring about who I am. Like, I don't care to show my face as, like, I'm Job from Dead October Paranormal. Like, yeah, our intro and all that stuff says that, but when we do our episodes, we focus strictly on the evidence. That's kind of like why we go towards the like the D being the structure of Dead October as being the main focus, because we don't want the focus on the three of us. We want the focus on our evidence. So we don't say like Job, John, Vince from Dead October Paranormal. We say Dead October Paranormal. We're a group trying to validate the paranormal and research and show that that evil does exist, and that there is demonic spirits and stuff out there, and there is evil spirits out there, and we're able to capture that. So I think, I don't know, dude, I get caught up on the opposite side of that.
What I miss?
You all good there?
Yeah.
Hey.
You still have a little brownie in your beard.
Were you just pissing and chewing on your brownie at the same time?
Hell yeah.
And I'm a savage for shoving a pocket Zin in my mouth?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Nothing like pissing in a brownie.
I think there's a lot of pros and cons.
You're chewing on good old pea steam.
I wash my hands.
I think there's a lot of pros and cons to celebrities diving into the paranormal community. Kind of, I guess you could say it almost spreads it more to an audience that wouldn't normally be into the paranormal. So,
you know what show I think is really cool? That show that has celebrities, and that's about like their paranormal experience. I think that's the name of the show.
Celebrity Ghost Stories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like all these different people from comedians to one time I heard a story that what's his name? He's a comedian, and he was talking about renting a haunted place in Hawaii. And then he got his whole family out of there, and they went to stay at a hotel because it was so haunted. Joe Coy. That he took his whole family and they got an Airbnb, and it was like so haunted that they had to leave and go stay at one of the resorts.
Dude, why would you leave? That would be awesome.
He said it was that scary, like his family was like terrified. I'd have to find you the clips and send them to you, but it's pretty intense.
What happened to the point where you had to leave?
He said he had to pull a bunch of strings with somebody he knew just to get him into a resort.
Not everybody's looking for it though, like we are.
Yeah, like you're going to relax. You don't want to deal with fucking paranormal and all this bullshit when you're trying to.
That is relax. That's where we relax.
Because we're a little weird. Only us can go to the Sally house and take a nap in the front room every time we go. And sleep like babies.
Just the other day, I heard like footsteps in my attic, and I was like, "What the hell, man? I think somebody's living in my damn attic." I always hear footsteps in my house.
Yeah, just the whole going to Sally house and sleeping there like it's nothing, dude. It bothers me.
Dude, I was thinking about when we went to the Monroe house, dude, and I took a nap in the Monroe demon house for like 3 hours. And like I think I try to like think about the story, like what actually happened, and like it just blows my mind, dude, that somebody was walking up the stairs and was like a voice, an audible voice was coming from behind the door telling me to open the door.
Yeah.
You should have opened the door, you chicken shit.
Yeah. I was telling one of the guys at work was asking me, he goes, "What's your craziest like story where you felt like completely vulnerable?" And I was like, "Well, that's a tough one, dude, because when we were at the Sally house and we were about to leave and go out the door, and I had to take a shit. So I went back into the house to go take a shit, and I was sitting in the bathroom, and somebody started twisting the doorknob, and they're like, "Open the door, open the door." And the doorknob was jiggling, and I was just like all like vulnerable with my pants down to my ankles, just like half naked, just standing there sitting there staring at the door, and I'm watching the door jiggle, and there's a girl's voice coming from behind it saying, "Open the door, open the door."
You open the door like Will Ferrell. The fuck do you want?
What if
like
I
on Wedding Crashers.
I almost nunchucked you.
What if I would have had like toilet paper like sticking out of my butt crack, and I just like opened the door with my pants down to my ankles, and you can see the tail hanging from the toilet paper, and just like full frontal, like
that's horrible, dude. Don't ever mention that again. That's just awful.
Just a tail of toilet paper hanging from the cheeks. Just open the door.
And your front butt all hanging out.
Yeah.
What the fuck do you want?
It's all just bush and a little button.
Oh shit!
Like
can you see the forest through the trees?
Like the
just
hangover.
A little bush and button.
Oh Jesus! I was in the pool.
What was your most terrifying experience before paranormal investigating, Vince?
One time I was little, and we're at my. I don't remember what we were doing. I think I was in trouble, and I was like halfway down the stairs, and I was like seeing what everybody else was doing or something like that. And I looked over, and I swear to God, dude, my mom and dad still debate to this day if I'm lying. But I looked over, and there was a cup sitting on the table. So I'm on the staircase like this. The stairs are like here, and then the table's down here in the kitchen. And I swear I seen this cup, dude. It was sitting there, and it had ice in it. The reason why I seen it is because I heard the ice fall in the cup, and I seen the cup raise like this, move over, and it sat down. And it fucking scared the shit out of me, dude. I lost it. It's like, oh my God. I was all freaked out. I started crying. I was like maybe 10 years old. And I told my dad about it. He goes, "You're just saying things. I don't think you really seen that. Maybe the cup was moving on the table because it was wet.
Did you see
thought you seen it, but I seen it. It was up in the air because when it raised, it like jiggled and the ice fell within the cup, and then it moved across the table and then it sat down. And
Did you see that?
Till this
Did
day,
you
I
see that
never
in my
explained
camera?
it.
You didn't see it in my camera when you were saying that?
No.
Right here, next to my toolbox, dude. There was like a mist or something, and I got like the chills.
Oh, really?
Dude, I was totally warm like this whole time, and now I have like the freaking chills. I'm like freezing.
Yeah. Yeah, and I was a little kid, dude, and I don't know what it was. Maybe it's my imagination as a child. I have no idea, dude. I have no idea what I seen. I just know what I think I seen and what I explained to my mom and dad. And even till this day, they debate if you were lying. I'm like, I'm not lying. Why would I lie about a floating cup? That's so stupid.
Mine was when I saw the guy in overalls in the basement.
Oh yeah.
And in our house over there off of Colfax, and I thought somebody broke in. And I ran upstairs and told my mom, and then we went down and looked, and nobody was down there. And then there was one time when we were eating dinner at that same house, and the stereo just turned on full blast, and it was like,
yeah.
And then a shadow ran across the wall and ran into the basement, and it slammed the door and closed it. We were all freaked out.
Yeah, no, that's those stories when you were a kid are so vivid, dude. It's insane because you could close your eyes and you can picture everything.
I can't
picture the stupid curtains, what they look like. I could picture the table, the exact table, the patterns on it, everything. It's just so vivid and burned into my brain that I could even see the it was just a plastic like clear cup, dude. It's weird.
Dude, my office feels so weird right now.
Well, that's because we're talking about the paranormal, dude. Like,
I just got
kind of opening it up.
It feels like something's standing behind me. Like I just got like the huge chills done right on this side.
What if something grabs your shoulder during the podcast? Are you gonna start screaming?
Yeah, you'll see the camera go.
Then we'll see you run away and that you're in your chones.
Or bottomless.
or
just
no
jumps
chones.
Just jumps wide ass running away.
With toilet paper sticking out the end.
Come on. Why would you have toilet paper crammed in your ass?
What was like your first pre-paranormal investigator? Scary.
I think when we were having that birthday party for our cousin Christina, and we were over at her mom Sandy's house, and we had that party, and then like the week later we went back, like you know how like Leonard and my mom used to go visit and stuff, and your mom and them would go visit at Sandy's house all together.
Yeah.
And we'd like hang out for like 3 hours. When we were watching the video of Christina, it was her birthday party, dude. And it was an all women's birthday party. And like there was a man's voice when they were singing her happy birthday. And you can hear an EVP on the camera of some dude saying, "How old is she?" And it was all women that were there.
Who? Auntie Sandy still has that old camera. We should ask her if we can buy it from her.
Oh,
take it on our investigations. Dude, the VHS camera.
I still have mine.
That'd be cool.
I want one with like the normal VHS size tape, so we don't have to get all the adapters and shit. She has like the one with the whole the VHS tapes in it.
Oh.
I should ask her if I could buy it from her.
That'd be cool.
I don't know, dude. I've had a lot of paranormal experiences as a kid, dude. Like some pretty traumatic ones. One time me and John we were hanging out at Sandy's, dude, and we saw Christina levitate. We saw her levitate from one end of the room to the other. Like she was standing on her dresser. Oh. Ooh, something just grabbed my arm, dude.
It was me.
That was weird. That was weird, dude. Something grabbed my arm. I lost my train of thought, dude. That freaked me out. Oh, she was standing on a dresser, dude. And she went to go jump, and she like levitated, dude. And her legs went like this. And she levitated all the way across the room onto the bed. And we were all freaked out, dude. We were like, we just couldn't understand or fathom how she did that, dude. She levitated from the dresser all the way to the other side of the room onto the bed.
We used to always play those games too, where we'd play light as a feather, stiff as a board. And one time we were hanging out with our friend David. We're hanging out with his sister and her friend, and we did light as a feather, stiff as a board, and she floated in the air.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit really works, dude. Like when you see those videos of when they try to pick people up, and they do it as all as like one conscious, and like so they like can't lift them, and then they all do it together, and it's like all super easy, and they just pick them up like they're all light. That shit works, dude. It's real.
That whole night had like a weird feel to it, dude. Like it was just, I don't know. Her friend said that she was a witch, and she was showing us how to talk to ghosts with a deck of cards. And we were sitting around in a circle, and she kept telling us, like we didn't know what we were doing, dude, at that time.
That was such a great night.
Don't break the circle. She's like, keep your knees together. Don't break the circle, because if you break the circle, the spirits are going to get mad. So we broke the circle by accident, dude, and we were hearing, like, the whole house was dark, and you could hear the doors slamming in the other room and shit, dude. It was crazy.
That's freaky.
Yeah.
I hate that when you're like kind of like, well, I've said this story before, like when my dad, that lady came to church and she was possessed and he was praying for her. That's almost like what was happening, because the cats were upstairs crying, and there was like complete chaos around us, but we were sitting in the front of the church and it was completely calm and quiet. But I could swear I could hear the three different voices, and then like doors slamming together and stuff. And it was nuts. I left that night. That's the one thing I can't explain away, like when it comes to like religious beliefs and stuff. Is there good? Is there evil? That's one night I'll never be able to explain away. There's no way to explain that night. And I wasn't even involved in it. I was only there. I was a witness. I was like 12 years old, and it was intense, man. It was something that I'll never forget.
I think
So what happened with her? Like,
she never came back, dude. My uncle brought her to church because he thought she needed it. I think she was begging for money or something.
yeah.
And she came, and the whole church, she was real agitated. And then after, they were like, do you need prayer? And she goes, yeah. She wanted prayer, so they started praying for her, and that's when all hell broke loose. It was nuts. It was very.
What happened?
She just disappeared after that. They prayed for her, and she kind of like fought it off, and she left.
No, was she like screaming and yelling, or like?
Yeah, she was like screaming, and there was like a high voice, a mid voice, like her voice, and a low voice, and it was just like they started praying, and she's and you could hear these three different voices, and then everything around us was like complete chaos. You could hear the cats upstairs started crying and screaming, and they kept praying for her, and she kept getting. It got worse. It got gradually worse until it got to the point where they just like stopped, and she came out, and I remember she was kind of sniffling, and she had like tears in her eyes and stuff, but she never came back. So it was definitely an experience, that's for sure. But I was there. Me, my sister, I should get Amanda to talk about it one time, because she's been on the podcast a bunch of times, and I've never asked her idea of what that night was.
Yeah.
What her thought process about it was, because she's 4 years younger than me. So
I've always wondered, like, I've never been a part of like a full blown exorcism like that.
But the movies pretty much get it right, dude. It's weird, it's crazy, but they have that one dialed in for some reason. They must have some pretty good priests that work on those movies, because that's exactly what it's. It's like complete chaos, but it's silent. It's weird.
Like we've been a part of that one case where it felt really bad, dude, and we were just like, dude, we were so flabbergasted by the end of the night. We were just like, dude, I don't know what to do. Like, it was scary, dude. Like, that was probably one investigation where I felt like I was completely outmanned. Like I was just like, dude, I was way out of my limits, and or
Outmanned
how
or
would you say that?
outmatched? You're
Outmatched.
outmatched.
But like something just like was so, it was so strong, dude, and it was just so like, I don't know, dude. It was very, very eye-opening when it comes to the spiritual world and how possession can really be a factor.
I think that's why I don't like shy away from the paranormal community, because growing up we just experienced a lot of it. Like before we even started ghost hunting, I think
Yeah.
it was just like second nature. It was just normal. I mean, I've like the only one that I think is bullshit is Bloody Mary. But then again, I wouldn't go into my own bathroom and do it. But
I don't know,
I
dude.
just think it's bullshit. But I probably wouldn't do it.
Take
I'd
your
be too
camera.
scared.
Take your camera right now and go do it.
No,
Or just turn off the lights. Just turn off the lights in your room.
I'm not bringing that shit in my house.
You just said it was bullshit.
I don't want.
Yeah,
If it is bullshit, then it's bullshit. But I don't want to risk it if it's true. That's
you
like
can't
some.
call it bullshit and then say you're not going to do it.
It's like some shit you'd see on the X-Files or Supernatural. Go do it, man. Do it. Then I go and do it, and then I die and disappear. Get sucked in the mirror. I'm good.
All that was left was a pinky toe.
All that was left was a fupa and a little Pete.
So stupid.
Dude, I shouldn't have ate that burger with the onions. Now I smell like onions.
I told you.
That was a good burger, though. Good burger.
You've actually made it longer than I thought you would make it.
Speaking of onions, you know what's really weird is I've been smelling kind of like stank lately. I've been smelling. It smells like armpit or just like grungy ass. And I thought it was my truck, or I thought it was like me and stuff. And I was asking Mrs. Brown. I was like, "Do I stink like shit?" And she's like, "No." And then just yesterday, Job said he kept smelling like armpit and like stank ass, and that
really?
everywhere he went, he kept smelling it. But I haven't seen Job in like what, since like a week ago. So
Yeah.
then, how the hell are we both smelling that at the same time?
Like rotting flesh, or just
It just
not
stinks.
someone not taking care of themselves?
Yeah, it smells like BO or
Yeah,
like just stink.
It just smells like I keep getting whiffs of like I don't know, dude. Like just like I'm getting it right now, just like as we speak. Like it just smells like dirty butt. I don't know.
Yeah, it's just like stink, like I don't know, like smelly, like person. You could just smell like stank butt and armpit and stuff.
Oh, that's weird.
But him and I have been both smelling it. And we like completely separate.
Who in your past life would be coming back to talk to you and have that body odor?
I don't know. I was trying to think that too. Did I know anybody that smelt like that, or? But I don't think so. It's just kind of weird that we both keep smelling it.
I know. I wouldn't be able to smell anything. I haven't been able to smell anything for like a week, here and there. But
he had COVID.
Oh, dude, whatever the hell I had, it was bad. It was really bad.
COVID.
I'm still not 100% doing it. Walking around the mall today, and I was all coughing, and I was like, God, I sound like people are probably avoiding me like I have the plague or something.
I know you cough in public, and people right away go,
whose dog is that? Yours?
Tell your dogs to keep it down, Job.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Mickey's home.
But yeah, it's been a real weird couple weeks, dude, because I've been sick, so I've been out of it completely. I've been out of the loop when it comes to any kind of TikTok or any kind of anything, man.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. I feel like so just busy. Like I can't keep up with everything. Everything just seems so busy. Like the time is going by so fast, dude. Like just a minute ago it was 8 o'clock, dude, and now it's 11:30.
Yeah, yeah,
Like what the heck, dude? Where did the time go? And the clock, the podcast clock says 59 minutes, but
yeah.
like, dang, dude.
I keep having like time slippage where I like look down and the clock says like it'll be like 1:50, and then I'm like doing whatever, and then I look down at the clock, it's like 4 o'clock, but it only felt like 10 minutes or something
Yeah.
like that. I'm like, what the fuck? Just seems like time is moving faster. I don't have enough time in the day to do stuff.
Your house is so loud, dude. You could hear like people walking above you. I keep looking up because I hear it through my headphones.
Yeah, dude. It's like a train coming through. That's why I need to be in the studio, dude, because it's quiet out there.
Yeah.
I'm probably screaming and yelling through the whole house, talking
Job,
about fupas.
Job, let's see if you can conjure a spirit in your office.
No,
Coco Man, come and get Job.
no.
Coco Man.
But we have like a bunch of stuff.
How many parents do you think still use that as a disciplinary action? When you tell your kids acting like a dick and you're like, Coco Man, come and get him. And all the kids, no!
We have a bunch of, like I have a bunch of stuff in my office like this. Like this is that bracelet that we found on the way to Cripple Creek.
That was weird. Now that's a weird story.
Did you hear that?
No.
Did you hear the growling? That was weird, dude. I heard growling.
It's hard to tell, man. You hear dogs and kids and fucking footsteps and...
But look, this necklace, we found it in Cripple Creek. Should I even tell that story?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, there's nothing. We didn't do anything bad.
Our car broke down on the side of the road on the way to Cripple Creek, and we found like rope and like this necklace and like bones.
It was like a bag of belongings to somebody. There was like a SIM card,
an SD card,
our SD card. It was just out of the way stuff. And it was on the side of the mountain, and we went and looked. I mean, we thought it was
weird. Bullet shell too.
Yeah, we found a shell casing, and we went and looked over the mountain as far as we could. We didn't see anything, but it was just kind of a weird coincidence that the car had died at that spot. And then we go out there and we see all that stuff. So it's definitely been something in the back of our minds for the last 4 years. Like, oh, I wonder what that was.
When you're driving through the mountains, you never know what you're gonna find. Like I had to drive to Grand Junction, and there's like those crazy wildfires, and we had to take a different route. So we took like this extra long, like different route, and I was like way out in the middle of nowhere in Colorado, like super far, and we came across this highway, and I saw this car down in the ditch, and I was like, oh shit, dude, I think somebody went over the edge. So I slammed my brakes and I pulled over to the side of the road and I ran over there to make sure nobody was like that flew off the road. And like I came across like this huge like graveyard of cars. There was cars from the 50s, like cars from like the 80s and 60s and shit. There was like a couple new cars and they're all smashed at the bottom. And there was probably like at least, I'd say probably like 50, 60 cars all at the bottom of this mountain hill. And it was like way out in the middle of nowhere. So I wonder if it was all people that wrecked off that side of the mountain.
Maybe.
Yeah, they looked like they rolled down the mountain. They were all smashed up.
When we were driving through the back roads in West Virginia, that felt like what we were driving through, shit like that. And
even then, I was driving with my friend Nick because him and I were working together at that time, and we were driving, dude, and it got dark, and we were like way out in the middle of nowhere, and I swear to God, there's like this old lady in a nightgown in the middle of the road, and I had to swerve, and I like just missed her. And Nick was like, "You're not going to pull over and help her?" I told him, "Fuck you, man. I'm not going to fucking pull over and help her. So she's on her own. I'm not fucking going to stop." Because, dude, we were like, we were way out in the middle. We were out in the middle of nowhere, dude.
You stop, and then all of a sudden she's like, "Oh."
Way out in the middle of nowhere, dude. There was no town, no lights, no nothing, dude. And she was just walking down the road in a nightgown.
Sarah in the pack.
Yeah, dude, fuck that. I'm not stopping.
No. Sorry. Dude, what if she was like an old dementia patient? Like,
sorry.
She probably froze.
Her family was looking for her.
What am I going to do? I don't even think we had cell service. That's how horror movies start, man. Sorry.
Yeah, that's one where you ignore it and you just go about your business.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I had to make a judgment call. Dude, I stopped for the car that flew off the side of the mountain. And then I told Nick, I was like, dude, this
Don't
is
you
like...
try to put me in on this story.
Huh?
Don't you try to put me in on this story.
I said Nick.
You said Vince at first. Don't you put me in this story.
Nick. You weren't even there. But I was like, I told Nick, I was like, we were looking at all the cars. I told him, dude, we better get out of here before I get an arrow in the neck like Hills Have Eyes or something. like wrong turn where I just get an arrow through the neck.
Oh, where it's the weird thing made out of teeth and like gums.
Yeah.
What movie is that? Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah, I'm good on that.
Oh no, that's
Jeepers Creepers.
Yeah, where they find it in the tire and it just looks like teeth and gums.
And the second one, it's what's his name? Daryl, or what's his name? Darren. Yeah, Darren. Oh. The guy Darren. It's his belly button, his tattoo. When he throws the blade at the school bus. And it's Darren's belly button.
Ugh, gross.
His belly button tattoo. Oof.
That movie is so fucking scary when he's hanging down the pipe. And she's like, how much further are you going to go? And he keeps going a little further and a little further, and then he fucking falls down there. I don't think I've ever been so scared in a movie theater in my life than at that point. I was like, oh my God! That and when Paranormal Activity, when you're sitting there and it was the picture of the kitchen, all the doors open. Holy shit! That scared me so bad, dude.
I don't think that was scary.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. You probably had your drink and your hot dog and your probably
when she was when they're sitting in the bed and then yeah. When they're sitting on the bed and all of a sudden it goes, whoop! And the whole house is shaking.
Me and the boys should watch that tonight, man. They go downstairs and the chandelier's all...
Dude, no way, dude. When it grabs her and drags her down the hall and he's like, let her go! Let her go! Like, and she's like screaming all crazy and like... God, dude, even thinking about it gives me chills, because in the movie, I sat there like, oh, I was so like fucking like scared.
What would you do if If you and you and Mrs. Brown set up a camera and she just stood over you, standing over you for like 4 hours,
punch her lights out.
You know, like fast forward and it's just moving.
She probably just does. She probably already does that, dude, with all the sleep talking and stuff that she does.
One time we were sleeping, and she fucking bitch slapped the shit out of me, dude. And I woke up out of a dead sleep, and she slapped me. And she was talking in Spanish, dude. She was dead asleep, but she was talking in her sleep, and she was snapping her fingers, and she started whistling. She was like, "Hey," and she was talking in Spanish and going like this, and I like was like so caught off guard. I was just looking at her like, "What the fuck?" I just grabbed her. I grabbed her head and just put it back on the pillow. I was like, "Just go back to sleep," because oh, dude, I wanted to punch her. She slapped the shit out of me. She's whistling, like snapping her fingers. I was just like, "What the fuck?"
She was probably staring at you before and just slapped the shit out of you and then acted like she was sleeping.
I was probably having a sex dream and I was like, "Oh yeah,
she's like, "Hey, hey, cabrón."
Yeah. And she was like talking in Spanish, and I was just like, "What the hell?" She's definitely a sleep talker. She'll start
do you think you would be
crazy things?
You think you'd be more afraid is if you met a ghost or it was trying to communicate with you and it was talking in Spanish or English?
I wouldn't know what it was saying.
I know, but would you be more afraid of it because it can't tell you what it's saying?
It depends on the premises of how you're meeting the ghost.
What if it's like a little old lady, a witch, like on the side of the road, and you stopped and she's yelling at you in Spanish, and you're like, I don't know what you were saying.
Like, what if it's like, what's that movie, The Sixth Sense, where that kid has he gets thrown in the closet and he's all screaming and yelling and his mom can't open the door and the ghost is screaming and yelling at him. Do you remember that part? And then he comes out, dude, and he's got his sweaters all torn up.
I hate that movie, dude. It sucks. Got
scratches all over him.
First time I seen it, dude, I was dumbstruck. So I was like, "Oh shit, he's the ghost!" I was like, I couldn't believe it, dude. I was just so like.
And then like that part where the kid walks by and he's got the big old shotgun hole in the back of his head.
Oh god. There's that movie still scares me, dude. It still bothers me.
When I lived in Littleton, me and John lived in this basement house, dude, that place was so haunted. Like there's things that were happening at that place, dude, that I couldn't even explain. One night I fell asleep.
Which one?
The one in Littleton, the basement. And you said you saw the white lady in the like a white
oh yeah,
pajamas in the living room.
Place. We'd hear like the cabinet doors and stuff open and close while we were sitting in the living room.
One time I was laying on the bed, dude, and I was sleeping like this. And I was laying like that, dude, and I felt all these hands come up from the bed and around my body and my face like this, dude. And they were pulling me into the mattress, and I couldn't move, dude. And the hands were getting tighter and tighter on my face as they were pulling me into the mattress. And then, like I said, like when things would happen, I would rebuke it in the name of Jesus. And it let me go, dude, and I looked up, and there was this dude walking from the doorway to the bathroom, like wearing old 70s clothes, and he just kept walking, and he just walked by the room. And he had like a blonde hair, like a bowl cut, like the old 70s bowl cut type hairdos. The surfer dude haircuts. And he had like a striped red and blue shirt with blue jeans and brown boots.
Yeah, I saw an old lady in like a nightgown there. She was like standing in the kitchen, and I I got home from work, I think, and it was late and all the lights were off, and I could see her just because I turned on my bedroom light. I could see her just faintly, like in the dark, like the light reflecting off of someone standing in the dark. You could just see it, and I could see like it was like a white, moo. And you could see her standing, and she's just standing there. And I fucking ran into my room and slammed the door. I was like, "Fuck no!" Oh shit, that was scary.
You just hear on the other side, Bill.
Why Bill?
But because on the Conjuring movie where he's sitting in the chair, and they're all, "What's your name?" And he's all, Bill. But another time, dude, we at that
that gave
that
me
house,
chills.
dude. Daisy was just a baby. That. She was just a baby, dude, and I think this was like after we moved out from living with you guys. So she was still living in her crib or sleeping in her crib, and something ran up, dude, to the crib. Karen and I were sleeping, and something ran up to the crib, dude, and like hit the crib really hard, dude, and it flew against the wall. And Daisy woke up screaming and yelling, dude. She was so terrified, and it was so loud, dude. There was marks on the wall where the crib scraped against the drywall. That's how hard
that was at the same house.
Yeah, it shoved the crib, hit the crib so hard it hit the wall, and there was like rub marks on the wall.
Yeah, dude, we would hear the cabinet doors in the kitchen. They would open and slam shut when we were sitting in the living room watching TV. Like even Nick was there, and he could hear, and he was like, "What the fuck?" He was all scared to sleep there. Yeah, that place was crazy. I don't know, man. We've just dealt with a lot of paranormal shit in our life.
He would come stay with me, dude, and we'd be so scared to sleep in separate rooms. We'd sleep in the living room on separate couches, dude, because we were so scared. We were so scared to sleep in the other rooms because he would come stay with me.
Did you ever get so scared you guys slept on the same couch?
Probably. We probably did.
I'm pretty sure I had a couple other paranormal experiences that I just can't remember right now. But
dude, that place was crazy. Like I was there. I was in the vicinity of that place the other day, and I legitimately thought about going over there, knocking on the door to see if anybody experiences anything there. I think that would have been cool, dude, to go knock on the door and say, like, "Hey, dude, I used to live here, and I'm a paranormal investigator now. I'd like to come investigate this place for a night." But yeah, dude, that night I felt like hands grabbing like all over my body, dude, and it was pulling me into the mattress. Like, and they were getting tighter and tighter on my face and stuff, and it was like sucking me in.
I've had that where I was sleeping and I was like sleeping on my mom's bed, and someone's hand was like pushing my face into the pillow. I was like sleeping sideways, and I could feel someone's hand like pushing my face down. And I couldn't get up, and I was like trying to panic. I was starting to panic, and like I finally decided. I was like, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus Christ, and it stopped.
Why are you giving me that look? Because I was yawning?
Yeah. How rude.
I'm tired. I'm really tired here.
But, dude, I have, like, paranormal experiences all the time, dude, that I can't explain. Like, in this house, when we were sleeping upstairs...
What, did you forget we were being video recorded, and you're looking at me like, oh, he's all fat and nasty? Oh, shit.
And, like, I was sleeping up there, dude, and I woke up, and there was shadow people standing around my bed. and the walls started to crumble, and I was like in hell, and I was laying upside down, or they had me nailed to a cross upside down, and I could see, like, as I was hanging upside down on the cross, I was looking out, and I could see like miles and miles of just pits of people burning, and demons and stuff roaming around.
This was a dream?
Yeah. And like I was so scared, dude, because it was like I was like in like on this hill, and there was 3 other crosses behind me, and I was the first one in the front, dude, and I was hanging upside down on the cross, and I could see miles and miles, dude, of just different pits of fire, dude, and there was people screaming and yelling, and the sky was red like John's thing, like red, dude, and I could hear people screaming and yelling, and there was black demons like just circling me while I was like hanging on the cross. And then when I woke up, dude, I woke up, dude, and I was swinging because I was so scared, dude. The only thing I can think of is just to start punching, and Melissa jumped up, and I was swinging, dude, and I didn't know where I was, and I was like so freaked out, dude. It freaked her out.
Wonder if anybody got a domestic violence from smacking somebody in their sleep.
If it would have been that night Odie slapped the shit out of me.
Like, I was sleeping. He was not sleeping. He was wide awake. He looked right at me and said, "Bitch."
You promised you would never hit me ever again.
I had a dream one time where I was in like this dark ass room, and there was like this old elevator. It was like just like bars, like old bars, and there was like all kinds of candles everywhere, and the wax was all melted. How come every time I tell a story you yawn? What the fuck's your problem?
I'm sorry. I'm trying to cover it.
And there's like all kinds of candles in there, and then there's like this like shadow figure standing in the corner, and he told me to get in the elevator, and I told him fuck you. I was like, I'm not getting in, and it was like kind of like just like a black mist, and he was telling me to get in the elevator, and there was like all these candles. I was like, I'm not getting in. I told him fuck you.
Dude, I was just remembering that stupid elevator in West Virginia that you guys are making me ride. That was stupid. What are we doing?
You think when we die we'll ever go back to the places we investigated?
I hope not, dude.
And see what was like behind the curtain?
I hope not.
Yeah, that
I don't want to
elevator
go back
was
to any
scary.
of those places.
If we go to the Sally house, dude, and see exactly what was going on.
Oh, I forgot about that elevator, dude. I can't wait to put that in the episodes.
Fucking scary, man.
Yeah, that was scary.
Well, maybe since Vince is so tired, we can call it.
Go ahead, keep talking.
You gotta do our advertisement promotional thing.
I'll squeeze it in. I can't do it because I don't have the board.
We ain't got the board, fool.
Oh,
I can't take a 5-minute break for promotional
advertisement.
Paraflix.
Thank you, Paraflix, for sponsoring us. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Here, we'll cut it right here. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and scene. Thank you, Paraflix. Thank you for joining us, and sponsoring us. We love you. We're so grateful for everything that you do for us and allowing us to be on your platform and to taint your reputation with our buffoonery.
We're full of buffoonery.
But we just want to say thank you, and
we're full of gas and buffoonery.
Dude, this podcast is weird. I don't know. My office feels weird.
You're gonna get drug out before it's over.
What would you do if you saw that, dude?
There's nothing we can do.
Joe,
just get closer.
No! And then just get dragged out, and the door swings open, and you see me getting drugged down the hallway.
And then you hear me and John calling Melissa. He got done drugged down the hallway. Help him.
You there, Job? Job?
Oh, what if we heard like the Sally House, that like squishy sound? If Job got drug out, and then we heard the just squishy sound like we pulled up on the podcast. It's like, oh god, that'd be horrible.
Or like, what if you heard like a pow? No pow.
No,
Nah, it wasn't loud enough.
For those of you who haven't seen, you go check out our on location podcast of the Sally House. You can hear what we could only think is like an operation going on. It sounded like they were moving like insides of a body around. It was like it was freaking weird. We picked it up on the podcast and it freaked us out. That was one that really freaked me out.
The Haunted Hill House podcast too, man. That's a good one.
That one's actually coming out tomorrow.
You're putting it out?
Yeah.
Nice.
I finished editing it this morning.
Cool.
And this one's going to be next week?
Yeah.
So this is a Christmas edition. So happy, joy.
No, I might just release both.
Well, okay.
Merry Christmas, y'all. Happy holidays. We hope you have a fun, safe holidays and you get everything that you want. Stay safe out there and stay warm. Remember what the holiday is truly about. And, we love you.
You're going to church tomorrow. It's Christmas church.
I'm excited.
I'm going to Christmas church.
I'm going to a different church, the Broncos game.
Now they're going to lose, because you know. Going
Stop
to the
it!
Church of the NFNL. Sorry, I'm tired.
God will be there.
I'm sorry, Job. I'm tired. Look at my ass.
Did you know the Kansas City Chiefs have a church at their stadium?
I was going to say something. I'm glad I did.
Just don't.
All right, we'll talk to you guys later. We love you. Thank you for joining Dead October Paranormal. Bye.
Peace out. Much love to the ghost world.
When the night falls heavy on my soul and the shadows try to take control, I hear you whisper in the pouring rain, a healing voice that calls my name. You lift the burden I could never bear. Your mercy meets me everywhere, like rivers breaking through the night. You flood my heart with endless light. Your mercy pours like rain, falling down, washing me clean. Your mercy burns like fire, setting my broken spirit free. Grace like a storm, love like a flame. You cover my heart again and again, oh Lord. You never tire. Your mercy falls like rain and fire. When I wander far from where you are, you chase me like a blazing star. No chain too strong, no sin too deep. Your hands restore what I can't keep. Your truth ignites the coldest days and lights the dark with holy blaze. In every tear, in every trial, your mercy's there, so fierce, so mild. my soul with